What? But okay.
The only thing you had to say was just changing the output to go to the television instead of the microphone, which you had to do at the beginning.
Oh. Why wouldn't that have carried over from before?
I don't know, it forgot.
So I ate the umbilical cords.
Yeah, we should tweet, probably. I'll tweet.
I can also tweet. I'll tweet.
Okay, you can tweet, since, I mean, frankly, if people are following you, they probably... If people want to see you stream, they are probably following you on Twitter. They're likely to also be following me, but that's not a guarantee.
Frequently not, I've found. I always get, especially with the giveaways, I'm always blown away whenever someone says, I don't have a Twitter, and I'm like, what?
Well, yeah.
How is that possible?
But I mean, if they're getting their information through Twitch, then they're getting an email and they're like acting on it or whatever notification they have set in. So they could already be here. Oh, you did the DLC. Yes. We did. We did it completely, to my knowledge.
We did the DLC.
We did the entire DLC.
I have the this to show for it. And also it was a weapon, which I don't understand how to use. This. Wait. We can go to Illuminwood. Let's go to Illuminwood.
Okay.
But
which one?
Yeah, which Illuminwood do you want to go to? I want to go to Lumen Flower Gardens.
Is that different than the Illuminwood?
Yeah, is it a wood?
Or is it a garden?
Yeah, I was pretty happy to find the pizza cutter also.
I don't know how the sound is. We're kind of spread out a little bit more. We're not on webcam.
It's so ridiculous.
It's disgusting.
It's a preposterous weapon. It isn't even what I want to do. Still seems to be empty.
It's a nothing.
Yeah. Do you think I have to have, like, enough insight to use it? Or something?
Kaz, I have bad news for you.
What's that?
I'm pretty sure I know what you're supposed to do.
Oh, hell. Because you looked it up, or because you're smart?
More of the former. I found some information that I believe is related, and so I don't want to say anything.
Oh. Is it awful? Do I have to do something awful?
No.
Okay. That's not where I want to go.
Yeah, maybe we should crunch in a little bit more. Toward the mic.
Oh. Well, you're toward the mic.
I'm toward the mic, but you're the one actually playing.
Mom is toward the mic.
My mother is nowhere near this microphone.
You're correct.
My mom is in a different state.
Hi, puppy.
I mean, technically speaking, I don't know if, like, that state is in that direction, like, toward the mic. Okay. Oof.
So the only other place that I know that is vaguely Lumen Wood-like is the Forbidden Woods that have the mushroom men in them.
Well, wasn't there? I mean, where you fought the guys with the Oh, sorry, that's a pig.
There's a pig.
Where you fought the guys that all lifted their hands to the ceiling and it made.
Well, that was in the DLC.
But so was the cost parasite.
You're correct. Dang, you got me there.
All right.
You got me, but good. Man, that pig's gonna crush me.
Yeah, no webcam because we didn't want to try too hard.
Yeah, this was just sort of a I want to hit the share button and start going kind of thing, and I'm already pretty smashed because we spent the evening in the bar that's downstairs because I asked to. Hey, you! Enough of that. That would have killed me. Like, really, this first time through this area, that would be a deadly attack.
Probably, yeah.
Kind of disgusting. That did What is my hit points?
So what have I missed? Abyss
I
Hunted.
did
I mean,
500 damage.
you were there last
Disgusting.
night, where we sort of did a recap on everything we had done. We played through the game, found a lot of hidden areas, did most of the DLC. So all we really did from last night is we beat Lawrence. You are definitely punching.
And
That's good to test,
Well,
like
okay.
your actual damage values.
right. Zoop. Later.
So really, that's it. We beat Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I cut off his body.
which is fucked up, and I missed it because I was too busy like.
You were talking to
tweeting
the
about
internet,
caves.
and I'm like, yo, I cut this monster's like legs off, and you're like, what? That's rude. And then I'm like, yeah, but he's more powerful now.
I made Kaz hit the share button and save that video, so now I might be able to watch it at some point.
Hey, puppy. Puppy's licking me while I'm trying to play the video game.
I guess the only other thing that happened is I told Kaz to eat the umbilical cord.
Yeah.
I am a jerk.
All three of them. I ate them. Where's Bold Hunter's Mark? I feel like he used a couple of those.
Okay.
Then the rest on blood vials. Wow! Buying so many blood vials. Right. Oh, DLC. Right. We were gonna check the Four Guys, Burgers and Fries, Reach to
Lumenwood
the
Garden.
Skies
Do that again.
guys. That does a wood. Like actual lumen wood instead of lumen flower.
Yeah.
So okay. Why would it be a weapon? That's so weird. It's weird that it's a weapon and not like a key item or something.
It's a little. I mean, I think because there's nothing for it to key. Like the
Then
DLC
open
is
a
over.
door. You know, we don't got it. Right. So we were going to equip this thing again, and then like talk to the tree. Or punch the tree. Oh, what the hell is that? That's not a person. That is a post.
Oh no.
It looks kind of like a person. Doo-doo. Yeah. I suppose that the joke that it is a play on the word sunflower, because it's like moonflower or light flower or some nonsense. Are sunflowers also like horrifying?
Yeah.
Is that a horror trope?
I don't think so, but they freak
Because
me out.
there was a 50s B movie that had deadly sunflowers in it, and they would like spit this gas at you, and then you would die, and it was like really dumb. Also, the resolution to that movie was that these were Martian flowers, by the way. They were from Mars, and their natural like breeding cycle involved killing humans somehow. And then they died when it rained.
Oh.
Yep.
Man, lots of like killer aliens are weak to water.
It's just crazy.
Seems a little silly.
That's a bad news for a place where it rains.
I don't
That is
like
a
it.
flower. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was regular enough that it would not be that bad.
No, the regular is still bad.
What do you want me to explore next?
I think there is the mystery of the cost parasite and talking to Gehrman. I think that's all that we have in the game.
Wow.
And that's all I can think of.
The mystery of the cost parasite. Well, what should I do about cost parasite? Because I'm frankly out of ideas. Actually, no, I have one idea. Hold on, let me do that. Oh
Whoops.
shit! Actually, I'm going to help with Maria now. Why did I do this?
No, that's what we are discussing right now. is discovering the mystery of the Kaz parasite.
Oh no!
Dave Jr.
Oh, he's got the bucket hat.
That's good.
Here, let me show you what to do. You just walk up and get shot.
Dave Jr., born in the year 2614. Nice job not getting hit by that. That, but again.
How about Dave? Dave, no! Deal some damage for the sake of Dave. I assure you this fight is better than I'm giving it credit for right now. I'm being very sloppy and bad and dumb.
Hey, if you get blood on the sword, they're way better. I do wish she took damage.
Yeah, like had a health drain while she was doing it, like you do with the Chicago. Well, it's up to you, Dave.
Good luck, Dave.
Good luck, buddy. That was a good dodge. That was the correct dodge for that move. I think Dave's gonna succeed.
Go, Dave.
She did not get bigger when she bloodied her sword. Her character model does not change.
All right.
Gets more blood on it, maybe.
What were you gonna do before you,
I forget. Damn it.
No!
Okay. I know I was gonna teleport to a place. There's only so many places. It wasn't a Chalice dungeon or the DLC. And we were talking about... Shit. Wait, maybe it was the DLC. Okay, well it couldn't... It could not have been a Chalice dungeon. I'll eliminate that. Let me think... Puppy.
Baby.
She just, like, goes with her claws and doesn't care.
She is a bear.
Let me think about these places. Oh, no. I remember where I wanted to go now.
Okay.
So it was, you remember the Corpse of Rom in the arena
Yes.
for the boss? That
Altar of Despair.
So there was a boss called Ebritus.
Augur of Ebritus?
Augur of Ebritus.
I want to say that. It just sounds good
there was
coming
a
out of my
boss.
mouth.
Whatever. And it was in this arena. And at the end of the boss, you get, like, basically nothing. And there's this thing over here that's like the Corpse of Rom.
It's just wrong.
And you get an inspect button. And most of the time it says do nothing. Which I was hoping there was going to be something different here. Yeah. For whatever reason, if you go to Canehurst and you join the Whoosies and meet the Queen...
Vile Bloods.
But yeah, the Queen of the Vile Bloods. You can take their oath, and then you're tasked to go murder players, basically. Simply. But then, if you pick up an unaddressed summons and give it to Alfred, he goes to Canehurst and kills the Queen. And the Queen drops her, like, Queen juice. And if you take the Queen juice back to where I just was, it revives her. I don't know why this happens. Like, it doesn't make any sense. What would tell you to go here? Except for whatever reason, I guessed that was the place to go.
It's like we went to like the Grand Cathedral or Great Cathedral.
Yeah.
I still don't know. And like this, it's like, oh, this looks like something happened. Like, I guess it's like it's an altar. Maybe you like flesh at an altar,
Yeah.
like that sort of a thing. And like that's why I liked it. That's why I liked the Altar of Despair. But you wanted to go there for, I feel like, a different reason. Like, you wanted to go there, and then we looked at, like, once we actually got to the tombstone, like, it said Altar of Despair, and I'm like, ah, it's an altar, yes.
Yeah, we have to do a ritual thing with an altar. And for no reason that was correct.
Yeah.
And then I went to where we met Alfred in the first place, and he was dead.
Yep.
And I picked up his rune. He had a rune.
Oh yeah, we could
really
show
it.
off what happened with the or not.
With
That's
what?
fine too. With the rune that we got from beating Lawrence.
Oh, right. Okay, so we beat Lawrence. In a chalice dungeon, I obtained a weapon called the Beast Claw here. So this is light attacks, one-handed Beast Claw. Pretty standard stuff. You swipe. Strong attacks, one-handed Beast Claw. Charge attack, one-handed Beast Claw. Unleash.
Pretty normal.
Transform for Beast Claw. You
get another Beast Claw.
You become Velvet from Tales of Berseria.
True.
You get the light attacks. It's like a little faster. Strong attacks. Charge attack.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Left-hand attack. This would be the gunshot if you had a gun. So, that's what Beast Claw does. And now we're gonna put on a rune. This one. We got this from Lawrence when we beat him. He's the big fire vicar. And we turn into a teen wolf.
I still think we're not pretty enough to be a teen wolf.
I think I am enough of a teen wolf. I think you're being biased. I'm plenty pretty.
Maybe I'm a little biased because Teen Wolf has Gideon Emery on it, so it's like,
This is honest to God, this is like in between a standard Teen Wolf and a Gideon Emery Demon Wolf.
Demon
Right? He
Wolf.
was the
Oh
Demon
man, I do
Wolf.
remember the Demon Wolf.
Okay, so when you have Demon Wolf face,
We did not do all of the Chalice dungeons. Why would
light
we?
attack,
Yeah.
light attack, strong attack, one-handed, charge attack, one-handed,
It's quite heavy.
unleash, light attack.
You're so into it.
Strong attack.
Again, so into it.
Charge attack. Doesn't exist. One more charge attack with the unleash. Offhand. I don't know what this is. You scream.
We'd probably fuck some dudes up.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you want to fuck some dudes up?
Sorta.
Oh, it only did like... Oh, it does increase your beasthood, though.
Oh, is that? Oh, when I actually hit her with it.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's like using a beast blood pellet. Sort of. Maybe. Vaguely. Who knows. Anyway, the combination of these two things is a little preposterous. Because to get the rune, I had to do a DLC boss that was locked behind 3 DLC areas. Like, okay, so you have to beat Ludwig, you go to the cathedral, you get, shit, I don't remember where Lawrence's skull was. No, if you just beat Ludwig, you can get Lawrence's skull. You have to beat the room that has the 2 hunters in it, but then the elevator at the back of that, you can get Lawrence's skull from there. You weren't there when I collected it.
Was
I asleep? You were asleep. Also, it had, I remember where I showed you the elevator that goes up and has, like, if you just, like, send it up and wait, it'll bring up and everything? Yeah, that's where Lawrence's skull was.
Okay.
Then you can take that skull back to where he was, and then you can fight him. And then you get the rune. Presuming you beat him. As far as Beast Claw goes, I had to be in, like, I got that from a Chalice dungeon. And it was a pretty deep one. Like, That's
Hey, Kaz.
so that's a non-trivial combination. Oh, you want to show him the broccoli?
Yeah.
I don't remember where I got this either. Milkweed.
No, you got the broccoli because of giving the blob the 3 brain juice.
Oh, was that? Yes. Okay. So this was also a DLC thing. You talk to a blob lady and she asks for brain fluid, and you can get it. And then if you do that 3 times, she gives you milkweed here, which turns you into broccoli, which is pretty cool, I guess. Now I am the broccoli.
I like being broccoli.
Being broccoli is pretty fun. DLC has some good items, I guess is what I'm saying. This is what I got from Alfred after finding his corpse. I didn't actually kill him, I went and found his corpse.
Yeah. It is more of a cauliflower. We discussed this and just decided that the word broccoli is way more fun to say.
Right. Sure. Broccoli. Cauliflower. Right. So, that was that. So, what was I doing next?
Either Mystery of Kaz Parasite or Garamond.
I kinda want a Mystery of Kaz Parasite.
Okay.
I'm frankly out of ideas.
Okay.
Let me read the item again in case this gives me ideas.
Okay.
Right. Can only be clasped tight and swung. So to stimulate phantasms inhabiting a lumen world. Clasped tight and swung. What the heck? Like I tried two-handing it, but it just like
You've definitely been clasping it tight and swinging it.
Yeah.
But
And I've been to all the lumen widths that I know of. Where else could I go? Yeah, not reading the chat for this one. Think. I did get it in the DLC. So maybe the answer is in the DLC. What if I just go back to the coast? We go back to where we found the item in the first place and try searching from there.
I know better than to I don't believe that you're asking genuine questions. You're asking Aristotle-like leading questions. I know because I want to. Shush you.
Oh.
Maybe you have been doing that in every single Souls stream, but I didn't know it until now. So now the channel is cleared and you're timed out to use again. It does look like you're just holding it, like when you're two-handing it. Like look at this little parasite. I have it. It's mine.
Right, except I can't see it in my own hands. Like...
What is the like? I've got a baby bumblebee.
Okay. I have a new idea. What if I upgrade it?
Oh goodness.
It's got to become larger when I upgrade it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I have tons of upgrade materials for reasons. Well, up to a point anyway.
I did gain insight. We are arcane enough, I think, right? It's like we got arcane 20 and we've got enough.
We totally have arcane 20.
Yeah, we've got arcane 30.
I meet the attribute requirement for equipping the thing. Like, if I didn't meet the attribute requirement, it would not let me equip it. Like with... Actually, I have too many attributes at this point, so...
Whoops.
Oops. Upgrades. Yes. Fortify. Let's fortify this sumbitch.
You only have 153 bloodstone shards. Blood echoes.
Whoops. Wait, how did I... Whatever.
You spent it all on blood, I think.
Hold on a sec.
Spent all your blood on blood.
Good enough. I'll be right back. Oh, baby. You're right, I could crunch some blood items, but I've been doing a lot of that. I've been doing some of that.
Yes, you have.
I've been
doing a non-zero amount of it.
doing literally any of that. So... yeah.
This is worse vampire.
This should do just fine. I'll just fight a murderer. It'll be fine.
Whoa, you are way too into it, buddy. I mean, murderer is known way too into it.
Whoops, werewolf too.
You might be over your head a bit.
Little, I'm deep in my cups. To do. There, now we have some blood echoes. Let's upgrade our weapon.
We have some.
Oop. It all worked out for the best.
Hi.
Hi.
Love you.
Love you. I'm great. Fine. If I required more blood echoes and I wouldn't obtain some, so there. By the way, repair to nitrous. Alright. Yep. Gonna keep upgrading it.
Okay.
Not ready to spend chunks on this thing just yet, but now I have a +6 cost parasite. So it must be larger, right? I should be able to see it in my,
Oh man,
my hand.
it almost looks like you can see something. But doesn't it kind of look like you're holding something, or is that just specular? Nah, I think what I was talking about was just specular light.
Yeah.
I want to believe, though.
What if I need more insight to be able to see it? Like
You've got
with
40.
that seems like a lot.
That's a lot.
That's like a lot. Okay, okay. So I went back to where I got it. I upgraded it. I went to the altar where Rom was. I went to everything that said lumen whatever. Either lumen wood or lumen flower. What if I talk to people? I talk to the doll. What do you have to say?
Gammon awaits you at the foot of the great tree. Go on, good hunter.
Oh,
Farewell, may
what other people do I have to talk to? There's Floorcrade, but he's just going to be distraught.
Or Crate of Suicide.
He's not going to win. I could go to Bergenwood. They know about stuff. That's a place of learning.
Are there any people there?
No.
Okay.
There are some bugs. Well, there was one person, but I killed him.
Oh yeah.
Because he was sitting in a chair and pointing. And
But he
so
gave
I
you the
figured-
eye rune, so
He
it's
did give
totally
me a
worth it.
badass eye rune. Lumen grid? There's no lumen grid. Yeah, ready to crunch 215 badass knowledge. Let's get crunchy. Put it on my bar. Put the skull on my bar. I don't have that one. 59. That's not bad. Oh no! Wait, frenzy is actually dangerous when I have this much. Yep.
Nice.
Quite frenzied. Good work. Undo that. There's that thing. There's
The
this
trapdoor.
that never opens.
So I've decided that canonically leads to the Chalice dungeons. Like they say, like, oh, we found this shit below Burgunor. So that's what I've decided. It's just lore. Lore-wise, that's what leads to the Chalice dungeons.
I don't need a... Personally, I don't need a trapdoor to be, like, lore.
I mean, I need it to either be lore or fucking open. Like,
Alright.
mostly that second one, so I am trying to accept what I can get. Garden of Eyes. It's good. Floor lore.
Floor lore.
Floor lore.
That's
Thank
so
you for that.
That's quite good. Let's think. There's nothing really to interact with. There's like a little message over here. What's this say?
Yeah. When the Great Ones descend. I still don't know what a Great One is. Like, we have some examples of them, but that doesn't explain what they are. Like, amygdala is a great one, apparently. But, like, what does that mean? What does that mean about amygdala or about great ones? What can I say about great ones knowing that amygdala is one of them?
They're big and pale, and they got arms, and sometimes they're invisible.
What else is a great one?
Abritus.
What? I don't even remember anything about Abritus.
Well, Abritus was similar to amygdala in having, like, being large and pale and having, like, floppy arms and tentacles and such.
Tentacles?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh god. Oop. Alright. I'm gonna let you do this for a bit.
Well, thanks to my thing being upgraded, I'm doing a lot more damage. So that's good.
They'll find interrupted this.
Well, I beat up a flyman with my fist, I guess. Wait, this is an astrolabe. Shouldn't that, like, help? Shouldn't I be able to learn about the cosmos with an astrolabe?
The kid and the cosmos are one.
Yeah. My lurv, I fear I have very little to go on with this particular mystery.
Am I allowed to tell you anything?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, could I reasonably be expected to solve this mystery?
Yes, I do think that you could figure it out.
Oh, hell. Okay. Well, let's put on our thinking caps here. Well, it looks kind of like a root vegetable.
And I know this is never helpful advice, but I do think you're overthinking it. You're taking greater leaps than the one that it would ask you to make.
Great. The answer is simple once you know it. This is the light switch thing. It's like, if you've literally never seen a light switch in your life, it is not intuitive that hitting this thing on the wall would turn on the lamp in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
Not even a little. Amygdala was a cool one. So let's go to Amygdala's throne.
Okay. I guess
Nightmares and such.
I think I have a hint that I would like to give you. Can I?
I don't know. I don't know if it's too much.
I think it's fair.
I love when Gnome Bitten gives me unhelpful hints.
I know.
He's really great at that.
I am not Gnome Bitten. Where is Gnome? Maybe I can filter it through him.
Filter it through the Gnome Bitten filter. This is Nightmare Frontier. This is where we fought Amygdala, who was another great one.
I will rip off my own arms to destroy you is a really powerful
Phantasms?
gambit.
Phantasms. Like, where have I found phantasms? I'm pretty sure I fought a ghost. Can't remember where.
The hint that I would
It was
like
like
to
a
give
chalice stuff.
would narrow down your search. It doesn't direct you, but it narrows it.
That's
Okay.
let's do it then.
Okay.
What's the hint?
This is contained within the DLC.
Oh,
Restrict
okay.
yourself to to items,
All right,
locations,
thank God.
characters, and the like
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
DLC.
that's
or that
fine.
came from
Like,
the
I think
DLC.
the only characters are dead. Oh, well, okay. Let's talk to the brain pod lady. She might know what's up. She's a character. I killed one of them, but he was just sort of insane and bumping his head against the
It's
wall.
like, Maria, forgive
and
me.
I got his clothes.
I don't think you got anything. I think he just fucking died.
No, different guy.
Oh, okay.
Like, again, you weren't there when I killed this guy.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Like, I opened up his thing and killed him. Then there was the other insane guy that I killed, who was apparently ringing a silent bell.
I was
Alright.
just asleep.
Oh, shit. Right, she died after I got her rune. So she's not a person. And then the guy with the bag on his back, I got his clothes, but he's also dead. I don't have anyone to talk to in the DLC. Oh, that's bad. On the balance. Oh, wait, I can talk to this person. Hey.
Are they a person?
Someone
Sort of.
Oh no.
That's all they say, actually.
Someone I'm afraid I've dropped them in a puddle. Things pale.
Yeah. I feel that. And this is the Lumenflower Gardens, but in the DLC Nightmare. So, maybe that's something. Except there are still, like, dudes around. And they will kill me.
Yeah.
Some of them even have rays. They have rays!
Whoa.
They have powerful rays. So I'm gonna presume that was not where I wanted to go.
Okay.
And move on.
Yeah. Goddamn. That was quite a lot of damage.
Yeah, I wasn't really ready for rays. This is something that's been unfair about Souls games since forever. Anytime you're in, like, an animation, you take extra damage. This is supposed to be, like, a counter hit kind of thing. So if you're, like, hitting them but they hit you first, you take additional damage. And it also allows you to punish your enemies the same way. If you can counter hit them, they take additional damage. The problem is, taking damage puts you in an animation. I can't... Puppy, enough!
Baby.
Taking damage puts you in an animation, and that, for whatever reason, also counts as you being, like, counter hit. So, they can just hit you and then hit you more, and then the second hit counts for more for no reason. It's dumb and awful.
Have you tried not getting hit?
Yeah, really. Don't take the first hit of a combo, and then the second hit of the combo won't deal additional damage. This is where Lawrence is.
On the altar or down here?
All on the altar. Down here was the church cannon. And then the chest here. Church cannon was this thing. Oh, I didn't actually want to equip it. Give me Evelyn back. It's gross. But anyway. to Lawrence. Not Lawrence. We killed Lawrence.
We cut off his body and then killed him.
Well, for him, I cut off his legs. With Ludwig, I really cut off his body. He's a head.
That's true.
But he has a head that I can talk to. This is where the guy crushing his head into a wall and just sort of saying the same thing over and over again was. And I got his outfit when I killed him.
Ah, okay.
So I presume that that was the correct thing to do. This is Ludwig's arena.
He sucked.
He's over here, you can talk to him.
He's sleeping.
Alright, I've got the thing. Nothing to say to that. Fine, that's fine. That's fine. Let's think about this thing. Well, yeah, there's no one up top. Like there in the research lab, there were kind of a bunch of the like bobblehead people who you could talk to, and you eventually find one of their heads. So you can be the booger head. That I guess doesn't give me an insight into how to use this thing. But yeah, I killed most of them too, because they're just there for flavor. The couple that you kill that regrow give you brain fluid once, so that's nothing. What about right where the vicar was? Lawrence again. Like he was on a throne of sorts.
BB will not stop licking.
There's nothing I can think of in the DLC that was like a wood. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, apart from the one box.
Let's flat out say
It does.
it's a very specific proper noun.
There's just notes here. Nothing but messages here.
This is killing me, by the way.
I know.
I love you.
But what? There's no actual clue. Is the thing. It's not fair.
Okay.
It isn't. It isn't. Don't like know the answer and then tell me that it's fair afterward. I don't care how much it kills you. Ugh. We just were at the corpse pile.
Mm-hmm.
There really is no one to talk to. Like I've either killed everyone or I just walk into the like, hey, there's stuff. What?
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm poisoned with knowledge. I'm sorry.
Fine. It's probably dumb.
Yeah, the Hunter's Dream's on fire. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Oh yeah, no, that's it's supposed to be like that.
We liked the aesthetics better. Oh, wasn't there someone here?
No. That was the guy with the bag on his pack, or the pack on his back.
Mm-hmm.
And he later appeared in the research hall, and then later he was dead.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, he was the one who was dead in the fishing hut. I can show you his corpse.
Oh, that, and then he was like,
Right.
hey, avenge me, basically.
Yeah. No, I can show you his corpse. It'll be fine.
I know, we don't have the webcam on.
Dog. Dog's right here. Dog's doing great. Maybe I should take the booger head off. That's not helping me at all. Yeah, and the DLC had this thing about the like water and the sea and stuff. Like the code, there was like a narrator from nowhere when we punched the shadow.
Oh yeah.
That was like, oh, it returns to the deep sea, and I'm like,
Or like when we got to
Okay.
the fishing hamlet, there was a narrator.
Wait, there was?
I thought so.
Huh. Let's go to Lighthouse. This is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's still on fire. The books inside are fine, for whatever reason. So this is the corpse of the guy that you were talking about.
Oh,
Yeah.
he was a friend. Hello, Kavanaugh.
I'm trying to figure out a stupid riddle. It's awful. Okay, so the thing is called a parasite. And down in this place, there are a bunch of snail people who also look vaguely similar.
We're trying to figure out how to use the Kos's parasite that Orphan of Kos dropped.
Now, the nightmarish part is that Rosella here looked it up.
I didn't mean to.
You didn't mean to, it's fine, but effectively, she knows what I'm supposed to do. And the only hint I have is that what I'm supposed to do is somewhere in the DLC.
It is related to people, places, and things introduced in the DLC. And I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure because again, it's not like I was looking this thing up. I just found some information that leads me very strongly to a conclusion. So like I could be hinting you towards something that is wrong, which I love.
Oh my god! Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
Oh yeah, there were these pits of whatever the hell this is. Little grubs.
Awful.
It's just grubs. So maybe they will react to the presence of...
They look like parasites.
Yeah, that's why I thought of this place.
I mean, they're so these have to be the kin, right?
Probably. I'll bet they're kin. Can't reach the lightning, so the nitrous out. Like, between lightning and fire, you have all your bases covered. Lightning for kin, fire for beasts. You will encounter nothing else. Oh, snails also. Okay. This didn't seem to do anything. I honestly don't know what to do other than like go through the entire. Oh shit.
Okay.
Maybe not the entire DLC again because it involves those things. I'm gonna take a bunch of frenzy damage in a second, so that's yeah, free game for that. But yeah, those eyeball monsters are still my vote for worst regular enemy in the game.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like we've talked about the. That is, Rosella and I have talked about the large fish, which there's an example of over here.
Talk about large fish.
Large fish. He should be attacking me any second now.
Oh.
Oh, right, the skull. Oh, there he is. I can actually sneak up behind him from this angle.
Oh man, might you actually defeat him? The large fish can leap at you from very far away. You know, that's okay. It's very hard. They have infinity HP. Like, Kaz is 50 levels above me. Like, literally.
Still can't fuck with him.
Still can't. We have never killed one.
Never bothered. Like, they're too difficult to bother with.
You have tried. But yeah, for the most part, it's just get the fuck out.
Like, they have every virtue a monster can have. They have high damage, high HP, high speed, and high range. So, what? What can you possibly do to this awful fucking monster? So I agree, like, that was like a backup vote. Like, if I had...
Oh yeah, I think it's break the weapons.
That's a good question. No, tricking it just double-handed it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's all that the trick button does, is like double hands your own thing.
Bumblebee, won't my mommy be so happy? Sorry, I can't stop. That's what you're doing when you're like cupping it like that. It's cute.
Oh, now he's in a different location for some reason. Well, whatever. He's awful. I don't care about the flag.
Yeah. That was only like, what, 30,000? What can you even buy with that?
Yeah, I really do want to, like, find an NPC or an interactable spot and, like, inspect, you know? Or, like, an NPC or inspect spot. I think that's what I need, but I can't think of it. Again, I'm going through the, like, NPCs that I've found, and, like, the most prominent one is now dead. What an excellent note.
Yeah, oh my god. Why does my dog lick me and most fabrics?
So what else do we have? Okay, what about Maria's boss arena? We were just there, we were tangling with her earlier.
Okay, Kavanaugh. When we got to Underground Corpse Pile, I said out loud, man, if we were streaming, we would have to make the Underground Corpse Pile as my metal band joke.
Yeah.
And, I decided against it, I guess.
And I sit in the chair.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man, what was she reading on her Kindle?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't zoom in any more than that.
Aw. I mean, you missed every boss fight. We weren't streaming this game. We weren't streaming our second playthrough of this. Finally, basically what has happened is that we have just gotten before, like, at the end of the game, we talked to Garriman, and he's like, alright, good work, like, it's time to wake up now. And we're like, sounds good. And that was the ending. We're like, oh, that got, that happened. So, so I thought that was really abrupt. So now we are back, and we were going to take the opposite choice, except we're trying to figure out the mystery of the cough parasite first.
This is the only place in the entire game called Illuminwood.
You're right. Castle Canehurst
Do
had
something.
Dracula.
I swear there was like an interactable spot on the root of this thing at some point. And I thought, oh, that's weird.
I think we made it everywhere. Like, we made it to Canehurst, we made it to the abandoned workshop, we made it to Upper Cathedral Ward. We made it to Yosefka's clinic, which is sort of a subset of going to Canehurst. We beat the DLC.
Yep, Nightmare Slain.
I truly feel like we have done everything except we found like 5 people that we could send to.
Oh yeah, we found a lot of people to rescue.
Which is a shame. We ate 3 umbilical cords. That happened.
Yeah. Don't know what that's about yet.
Just
but
fucking ate them.
Just ate them.
Chalice dungeons are not content. Like, you might get a boss that you haven't seen before, but, like, who cares? I do not believe in Chalice dungeons. We did an absurd ritual to get a really good rune, and I'm very happy with that. And I have no interest in doing the rest of them. Like, there is zero motivation for doing so. So.
Ooh. What if I am equipped with the thing and use the make contact gesture in this place? So I found this in Upper Cathedral Ward. Apparently you can do this to talk to Great Ones. I wasn't able to for any of the Great Ones who...
Oh, so you think Mensis is a great one?
I think so.
So then are the eyeball monsters the kin?
God, I hope not. They're awful.
I mean... Do you need the great ones to be good, or the kin to be good?
I suppose not. Yeah. So after about a minute and a half, you switch arms, and then switch back after another couple seconds. That's the only thing I've ever done with make contact, the gesture. Ah, yes. It is used to indicate that people are losers.
How did Slow Beef use this gesture? Whoop, and then you went to the other side.
Yep.
And then.
Mm-hmm.
And then.
Excuse me, I lost my beach ball. It's about this big. Lost it over there.
There we go. That's the
Right.
gesture. Oh my god, President Arm! I am dead.
It's fun to stay at the LLLLL. The ladies love. Cool J. Oh, BB.
BB
She
the
reacted
lady.
to the word love, I think.
Ooh, love you.
For what it's worth, the boss fight that was in this arena was also particularly awful.
I loved it.
I didn't think it was, like, bad. Like, once I figured out where to be. So, at one point, they, like, send meteors from the heavens, but the meteors come from, like, over this direction. So if you hide behind this tree right about here, it doesn't matter, like they always come from the same direction. So if you hide behind here. That was the big missing piece. Opposite. I don't know how to pronounce the other L.
I don't either. I just want to call it a J, but that's not a
Right.
J, it's a backwards L. Oh my god.
There's a guy who's gonna attack me here. Research lab seems like a good place to go for, like, stuff like this, right? Ooh,
Okay.
you're looking... Sorry, bud. Didn't set it. This place was horrid, too. So, like, there are a bunch of pressure plates and traps all over the place, and, like, bottles that explode when you touch them, and the monsters react to noise. So they basically don't see you here, except, like, everywhere you walk, you're making noise, so they always see you anyway. That's a pressure plate, by the way. Yeah, that would explode and, like, crush you. Research. Let me think about it. I could go up. Let me try going up. There was the rafter level. How do we get to the rafter level? I think I have to go in here and take an elevator. This one. Oop, that guy's gonna shoot it. He's not.
Can I repeat my hint or is that
That I'm overthinking things?
No, the hint that I gave you.
What? Well, you just told me to restrict my search to the DLC, and I'm doing that.
I said more words than that.
Oh, don't repeat it then.
Okay.
God. It's so bad. You just want to say what I should do, so that I shortcut all the like mincing around with nonsense. Which I also kind of hate because I feel like I don't have adequate hints. Oh, there are some that don't have hints, by the way. Except you can tell that they do, and their heads are just invisible because of the way the numbers appear on them.
Oh man, they're just having a party.
They are, except one of them noticed me even though I didn't know. It's a little arbitrary and
Zoop.
Yep.
Did they understand ladders? Yes.
Oh wow, they do. Oof, I'm in trouble. Okay,
A brain
so
pod.
there is a brain pod
Oh, a
up here.
bird.
You can talk to them,
Blood.
sort of.
Have you heard how curiously the sea churns? Like it bellows from deep inside of me. Here it comes. Up through my inside. But gently. Like little
I love watching them run around.
Okay, this is where you get the brain fluids. You have to find people who are like this. And you can kill them, but they'll just sort of reform in a couple seconds. And they don't know what you did.
Have you heard how curious like it but gently?
Okay. So that was me equipped with the cost parasite. Talking to an NPC. Sort of. Oh, this is not a ramp to nowhere. The entire central column here, like, you operate the device and then it shifts. That's why that looks kind of weird. That's definitely a bird.
Zoop. That bird did not want you. Did it just kill itself?
Yeah, I mean it's
Yikes.
programmed to like leap down at you because you're supposed to be down there. Ooh, that's an NPC.
Wait, the bird is not dead.
Good point.
Oh, okay. What? Bird room.
Excuse me? Guidance? I could definitely use guidance. Oh, I had one. Who's rally? The hell? What was the bird doing with that?
What? Rat?
Yeah, there are rats up the rat. Final Fantasy VI thing.
Listen close, and you too will hear the sound of water. Listen.
So if that was supposed to be related to like the fisherman's village and the orphan of Kos and everything, then shouldn't they not be hearing the water anymore? I don't know.
Right? I've shut off the tap. Can't think of anything else interesting within Research Lab to like talk to, think about, or do. I've essentially talked to every NPC I can. I think there are others, but they're just like that guy where he's clearly not helpful and not in a good way. And you know, there's another head nugget wherever she ended up somewhere. What the hell? I thought she was right over here. Maybe I'm... Oh, no, I fell from above. Right, she's up higher. Head nugget. Oops. That's awkward. I just felt like being crossed. Oh, that's the taller variety. Oh, that's bad too. Just die and then get release on like... Oh, there were some bodiless heads that had like tentacles and they would flip out. These things, they're just enemies. They're not talkable to.
Which is a shame.
Maybe the problem is that I don't have any patience for this.
Mm-hmm.
I feel owed the answer because I had to go through so much to get the question.
And it's not worth the effort you're putting into it. That's why I want to.
I know the light switch is right on the wall, and I'm smelling every inch of the floor. I get that. I understand. But I don't know where the goddamn light switch is. I've never seen one in my entire life. I have no reason to believe that this little nipple on the wall does anything. Well, we've spent any time at all in the field, so let's repair tinnitus.
Mm-hmm.
And host parasites.
Ha.
Ooh, it has high durability. That's good, I guess. Man, there are a lot of places. Let's start from the end. The coast. I got the thing from here. I've been here a couple times, even tonight.
The hunter's dream is on fire. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry. It's fine. It's fine.
What if I just run into the sea? What happens then? Just equip the thing and run into the goddamn ocean. Okay. There's an invisible wall in the sea. You can't.
Man, you could have fought Orphan, like, all the way out here. That's crazy.
Presumably, yeah. Okay. This is the invisible wall of the sea.
No, the sea will not accept it.
No! Please accept me! The sea of a nightmare. Sea of a nightmare. I thought that was a good thought.
No, it's good.
That was no good. It was no good. It wasn't the right answer. Only the right answer is good. Are you an NPC?
Oh, that's a face.
Oh, you think that, like, that's lips?
Yeah, that's a
and
nose.
That's a nose?
Yes, I do.
Huh.
Yeah, Mother Koss is definitely dead. Oh, to that.
I tried this before.
Oh, she's got boobs.
What?
Look.
Oh, you think that's side boob?
No, the
What?
up. I feel like there were two protrusions you could sort of see from like right where the arm is, right where the arm comes out.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier if you're on top of it actually instead of on the side. Maybe not.
What about these things? What if I... Because, okay, when you first get here, it's, like, eerie, and there's, like, oh, man, all these, like, spooky things that are just sort of, like, sitting here? What if I punch them specifically with Cost Parasite?
Oh.
Because ordinarily you can, like, roll into them and they die. Or if you hit them with Tonitrus, then they flip out and similar. Sometimes the funniest part was like I would ring the bell to get summoned right here, and then when it spawned me in, I would crush one of these things just by spawning in. And so it was Oh my god, it's not my fault. I didn't take any bad actions.
Into the pit with you.
Yeah, there's a pit below the elevator that you can get to with this ladder. There was an item down here before.
I think it was like bonus damage against the kin.
Huh?
Which does not help
Like
in
a
that boss
bloodstone,
battle.
yeah. For whatever reason.
It's not bottomless, it has a ladder.
Yeah, I don't actually think that Orphan of Kos is harder than, like, Manus. But I do think that in Dark Souls, you can do enough power rituals to have, like, absurd damage against Manus. And
Who the
kind of
fuck is Manus?
He's in the Dark Souls DLC. He's a big monkey man in an abyss. Not the abyss, but, like, yet another abyss.
I don't know anything about Dark Souls.
We'll explore that at a much later time.
Okay.
Okay. What if I just ran back to basic ass fishing village? So around there, I feel like I have looked at what I can.
That's quite.
There's a lot of guys in the DLC, by the way. Like a lot. And fish. Dogs there also fish. I'll say I was underwhelmed with this area. I didn't think it was okay. It's just... Why did the dogs have to be fish, I guess, is the thing that got me.
Well, you have a shortcut that didn't fucking matter.
Shit, this guy. This guy's an NPC. Oh my god, I forgot about him.
Oh, I think he was when I was talking about, like, a narrator, I think it was just this guy.
Yeah.
Mercy for the poor wasn't child. Mercy. Oh, please.
No, hold up a sec. I have the thing.
Mercy. Let the pungence of Kos cling like a mother's devotion.
Right, about that.
Atonement for the wretches. Lay the curse of blood upon them and their children. And their
The barnacles make me itch, I hate it.
Forevermore. Each wretched birth will plunge each child into a lifetime of misery. Mercy, let the atonement lay the
Guess I could try killing him.
Yikes.
atonement for the wretched lay the curse.
Oh man.
Or not.
Mercy, let the
I had forgotten about this guy. I had. He's just sort of here.
Oh right, and then there's like random abysses. Like you can fall off.
Yeah, you can just fall into
Oh my God.
forever. It's horrible. That's Maria's boss arena, by the way. You can like hop down from there, and then you're just sort of here, wherever the fuck here is. Yay! Notes.
Can you check on your notes again?
Yeah.
I want to see if anyone liked my note. One person liked my note.
There you go.
All right. You got 5 fines for your.
Yeah, this is advice for the aberrant beast fight. Because, like, I found my best success was, like, sticking right next to him because he was able to close arbitrary distances. Oh no, that was a tiny butt scoot.
What?
That was a little butt scoot. What was that about, BB?
Baby girl, what's been your issue?
poor wasn't child. Mercy. Oh, please. please.
Yeah, I put that at the part where you grind. You can grind Valverines for, like, they can drop chunks, bloodstone chunks.
Black and white, blasphemous murders, blood-crazed, atonement for the wretches.
Am
By
I
the wrath
feeling
of
like
Mother
being
Goss.
poisoned? I feel like I am poisoned with the knowledge of what to do here.
For the poor
That's what I feel poisoned with.
Oh, please.
Oh, I could look up that NPC. That NPC has secrets. Well, okay. I don't know any secrets about that NPC.
Like, all I can think to do is talk to him, follow him, and kill him. Like, what else could possibly happen to this dude?
Pretty sure it's slow poison.
Okay. That is a thought. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna become broccoli again.
Okay.
Because we got the broccoli after giving the booger lady the brain fluid. Free brain fluid.
Right.
And there's like a flavor thing with it where you get more in touch with like the elder deep fiends or whatever. Right, research hall, that was the lady we were talking to. Ah, that also says phantasms, okay. Sure. Okay, well, what if I am broccoli and have the thing equipped and talk to the... Wait. Yeah, let's talk to the man again, now that I'm broccoli.
Holy shit. I'm putting her in jail.
Okay.
BB? No bark.
No bark. Okay, hey buddy. Buddy. Hold on. I'm broccoli this time.
Curse here, curse there.
That's
Curse
different.
for he and she.
He looks different.
Why care?
Doesn't.
Bottomless
doesn't.
curse, bottomless sea, source of all greatness, all things that be.
Are you supposed to jump off the sea?
For the baneful chants, weep with them as one in trance, and weep with us. Oh, weep with us.
The
Oh
hell?
dear.
Okay, I got the accursed brew from him. Which is...
Black and white, blasphemous nuns, blood-crazed fiends. Atonement for the wretches, by the wrath of Mother Goss.
He's still talking.
He is...
Poor was the child.
I think he's back to his,
Oh.
what he was saying before. So...
Listen, Nicole. Fix your ears to hear
this is different
our
here.
calls. Listen for the baby call to the bloodlet. Fix your ears.
I mean, I think you've done everything you can to your ears.
Yeah. So... Hooray. I got a thing that I can put on my phone.
I think it's a spell, isn't it?
Oh man, is this gonna be the throw skulls spell? Yes. I get to throw the skulls that the little thing was doing. So I solved a riddle, just not the one that I set out to solve. Hooray!
Jens, what we are trying to do is figure out how to use the cost parasite. Which is the weapon that the final boss of the DLC.
Oh, the arm blades that comes along with the broccoli head. Wait, what? Wait, no, it doesn't. Shit. What? Oh, what the hell? Oh my god. That's it. That's all there is to it. You just put on the fucking broccoli head.
Yeah.
God fucking damn it.
They're the only two items that both mention the Lumen Wood and Phantasms.
That's so shitty. I kind of hate that. What the hell?
If you had spent 2 minutes trying to figure it out, it would have been cute. But instead, you spent like 45. So it definitely was not worth that.
All to get whip. That is such bullshit. Like, what is the fucking point of that? Like, if this dreams insight from other players, then maybe that's a thing.
You have become the kin.
Right? Like, maybe you power attack another player somehow if they give you, like, I don't know, some kind of opportunity to... I'm really upset.
Oh, can you trick it? Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna get... You too can be the tentacle monster, I guess. That was the L2 attack. Yeah, it's bullets. It's apparently an explosion. Well, there you have it. You really wanted it to be the broccoli. Like, completely the broccoli.
I would try gun. Like while you have the thing equipped, try gun. It's a gun.
It's a gun.
Good work.
Like, if I had a trick, then gun doesn't count. That's a gun. With the
Okay.
thing. I don't know why that's necessary. Like, why not just let the weapon do that and let you have the broccoli head if you want? Or not. Like, why did the two have to be paired in order for the second to do literally anything? Because the first already has a purpose on its own. You know, it's cool to look like a broccoli head, and you get bonus item discovery. That's a purpose. That's a baseline. That's all it needs. I'm gonna be mad at that basically forever.
Okay.
That's fine. Well, we only have one thing left, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, we're gonna go talk to German. We're gonna go repair Tonitrus.
Yes.
Sorry. I've had this weapon get weapon at risk on me way too many times in boss fights for me to let it slide. It only has 100 durability.
And it just seems to rip through it.
Yeah,
Like,
it
when
runs
we
out
were
very
using the
quick.
boom hammer.
Boom hammer also has 100 durability, but that 100 seemed to last forever. May as well like show him the boom hammer while I'm here. Bloodletter is also a DLC thing. This is the boom hammer. I called it Fire to Nitrous because it has a trick where it just sort of gets better, but with Boomhammer, the tricking lasts until you attack. So it'll just sort of stay on fire until I make any attack. And that attack, whatever it is, gets boosted. So you swipe, and it's like fire, where the untricked swipe is just sort of like a swipe. And this is a boom strong attack. That's
Which
this
I
explosion.
love it so much.
Regular strong attack, same thing, just with no explosion. It's a cute weapon.
We are not able to make backup saves before the end game, and I mean, there were only 2 choices, and now we're here to make the other choice.
Right.
We needed the backup save a while ago.
Here we go.
Okay.
Good hunter, you've done well. The night is near its end. Now, I will show you mercy. You will die, forget the dream, and awake under the morning sun. You will be freed from this terrible hunter's dream.
Oh, hell.
It's alright. So, no.
Oh, crap. What if he's the boss? What if I hit refuse and then he just attacks me with his scythe? This
I don't
kind
know.
of looks like a boss arena, come to think.
What did you hit?
I hit refuse.
Okay.
Dear, oh dear. What was it? The hunt? The blood? Or the horrible dream?
Kind of a combination of things, really, sir.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It always comes down to the hunter's helper to clean up after these sorts of messes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tonight, Gammon joins the hunt.
Did you have to do it in third person?
Oh, hell. Well, I guess I called it all too late.
That hit you somehow.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to tell, like, where his swipes are going.
Yeah.
They're into your body. That's where they're going. Well, I don't need it for you.
Oh, yeah, it does, he is sort of deaf.
You must
Holy
accept
shit.
Okay, that's creepy. He fucking reaped you.
Yeah. What the heck? Hey, doll, what's up?
Gammon awaits you.
No,
Go on.
don't tell me that shit.
Farewell.
Oh man, is he going to ask you the question again?
Oh, Lord. What if I just attack him before he asks? Nope.
Oh, okay.
Nope, now it's nightmare mode.
That would suck if, like, if you died doing the boss fight and it acted like you gave in. Like, alright, now you die and wake up under the morning
Right, you get the
sun.
one chance to...
That would suck so bad.
Back here. What if I... Wait. Early, maybe you can't do it.
Yeah.
Who knows? Man, little did I realize I said the wrong thing to the fucking dragon.
love that move.
Yeah, the like thing.
Grabbing you with the end of the sight.
I don't know what to do about that.
I don't know either. Don't stay that distance away.
I know, right? He seems to be too far away for Tenebris to ever hit him. Until he's like already inside me.
It does seem like he staggers pretty well.
No, but like once, and then he's too far away. Like it pushes him back.
Yeah.
Well, now he's on into like doing different things, so let's see different things to do.
That felt like a big jump.
I know.
Yeah, I don't think we have Blue Big Holy Blade upgraded or not. Well, we've got the Moonlight Blade.
Yeah.
When you actually fight evil, it gives you a slightly different weapon.
I really feel like that should hurt. This is awful.
Yeah, this
Like
does
this-
kind of suck.
For one, I don't feel like my weapon is very good against him, which always feels horrible. Like, I've spent all this effort, and Nitrous has been so good to me for so long that anytime I come up against a boss where, nope, that weapon is just bad, it's like the game slapping the controller out of my hands. I can try a different weapon, you're right. I was already partially on it.
You like the pizza cutter.
I do. I do. Hey, buddy. Whoops. That's not the button I wanted to hit, actually. If I hit you first. Man! The yank thing wasn't anywhere near that. That one missed for some reason. Didn't stagger that time for some reason. Rules.
Oh.
Phase 2. Here we are.
Last night we didn't do much. We talked about what we had done, and we showed off a glitch, and that was really it.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, that was much better.
Well, I think it was just him, like, phase transitioning. Or...
Maybe you're right. It looks like he's healing. He's not, but he looks like it.
Dang it.
Oh, okay. You didn't die.
What?
He,
What
like,
kind of
force pushed you.
bullshit is this?
That is some bullshit. Oh my god.
No, now he's just form 1, but he doesn't stagger anymore when you hit him.
Yeah. And like all of his attacks like, go across the entire arena.
Yeah, really. No, it's just phase 1 without him staggering others.
I mean, he actually missed with the yank though. Oh, now he's phase 2, but he doesn't stagger. That's better. Every hit you get is canceled in.
Oh no! He parried me!
You kind of have to respect that from a boss.
Enough of you! Get pizza cut!
Alright. Prey slaughtered. Oh! A badge.
Old hunter badge.
That's kind of sweet.
Oh, crap. Another great one. Don't give me that shit.
Okay, no, I see what you mean. It's got limbs, it's tentacly. I get it. Oh.
That's a little personal.
That's extremely intimate. Just utterly intimate.
It also looks like a boss. Which is dreadful. I don't want to fight a second thing in this arena. Well,
this is the real blood baby, I guess. It's the fucking moon. Holy shit, we did a lot of damage.
as far as I'm concerned, it's just that hurt.
That hurt a lot.
You okay, buddy?
You say as far as I'm concerned, it's a pizza.
Yeah. Oh,
Let's just keep hitting it a bunch.
okay. Then that shit goes away. Oh, and then
Nightmare Slaying.
Okay,
like,
so
for
that's
real.
like-
You got 230,000 souls. Man. Babies have very little hit points.
That weapon seemed very well suited to that particular boss.
Yes. Yes,
Are
it
you
did.
cold?
A little. Are you cold?
Mm.
Does that... Oh, I like that she's a skeleton.
Good hunter.
Mm.
Are we the magic slug? She caressed us and said, "Oh, good hunter," like we
Yeah.
are the slug.
Oh, trophy.
That is a gold trophy. So wait,
And you just get a different end? Okay.
that was much more satisfying than the other ending. Tulls don't know what hunters do. Yeah, didn't even get to do its super move. Seems to be a theme. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Eating the umbilical cord is what made that boss happen.
Okay.
But I mean...
That one
fuck.
didn't seem like much of anything, frankly. Like, okay, yes. I was way over leveled for whatever. But Kermit was a fucking monster! Like, holy shit!
Yeah.
That guy did things. He was quite tough. But,
He took you like 2 attempts.
yeah. Well, I still felt I was sloppy, and I'm still hungry.
Yeah, it's true.
All the beer that I've had, so I think I'm doing great for that. Yeah.
That's everything. That is everything I can think of to do or explore.
Right. I think the only other thing I could possibly do is, like, do every chalice dungeon to every depth that it has.
Or like do that but don't punch the oh god. I don't want yeah, if you don't punch the umbilical cord or you don't have whatever. You just might
Oh.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Moon presence is intimidating, but it's basically just a normal wolf with 4 HP. Oh, the credits is too loud. Blah. Oh yeah, we got a badge from Gehrman.
It's true. It probably just means we could get his weapon.
What if I don't respect this?
What do you mean?
Like the credits.
And do what? Just close the game? Because I can't... Oh, I can skip them. I pressed the options button and it skipped the credits.
Okay. Is this better? I mean, now it's silent, so which should be better?
I don't know. We weren't saying anything important. We got the Hunter badge. We're semi-curious, but not really, about what happens if you don't eat all three-thirds of the umbilical cord and fight Gehrman. What is that ending like? But it's probably just like, oh, I'm the Dragon Lord.
Yeah, puts you right into New Game Plus.
You know, what messes with me is that's a different guy.
It's not Gehrman, it's not Yosefka.
Yeah.
Oh, it is nice. You
the
start
heck?
the game with 230,000 echoes. Yeah, I am willing to let MyNameIsKaz just tell us what happens if that happens.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
230,000 souls, a pittance, a pauper's sum, compared to the Chalice dungeons that I've been tangling with.
You accidentally stumble across like 150,000 souls. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, jerk.
Oh.
Bloodstone shard, hardly worth my time.
So now you're really like the last time we did this, you kind of wandered on New Game Plus and like everything was awful and really hard. Now I feel like you're ready to play this as if it were a new game, but everyone has higher numbers.
I did spend a lot of blood files in those two fights, huh?
Yeah, I mean it was 2 bosses in a row. Basically, the moon presence comes down and you take over for Gehrman, if memory serves.
Oh.
Yeah, but we had the 3/3, so we pushed away. Yeah. This is very similar to New Game, but, you know, plusier. The moon presence hugs you into the wheelchair.
So if I just go right back to the Hunter's Dream, we should meet up with Gehrman. He should be there.
And the doll, because you've got insight.
Oh yeah, the doll should be awake. Oh man.
Gilbert!
Gilbert!
And not one from around here either. I'm Gilbert, a fellow outsider.
Gilbert!
You must have had a fine time of it. Yarnum has a special way of treating guests.
Huh.
Well, I don't think I could stand if I wanted to, but I'm willing to help if there's anything that can be done.
Gilbert.
Gilbert's pretty good. He gives you hints about where to go.
Yeah.
Whatever your reasons might be, you should plan a swift exit. Whatever can be gained from this place, it will do more harm than good.
You're not wrong, Gilbert.
Alright, thoughts on Bloodborne. I like the setting in the world. I have no idea what any of the lore is about. Just fucking none. You get to be a great one in the ending that we got tonight. I mean, we were a slug. So that means we're a kin, right? Are we a great one? I don't know. I don't know.
Delve to the bottom of the chalices.
We might do that on
I might
camera.
do that, but I don't know.
I doubt it.
Like, stream doing chalices, because it's gonna be like the same 4 rooms for hours, and like monsters who have like hundreds of thousands of hit points.
Yeah, if you are interested in lore, which I am, I really am. Oh, I guess you probably, if you leave and come back, like it probably.
Oh man, they're offering me weapons. I never noticed that. Thanks, guys. Oh, you're so good. Oh what good guys. And guns.
We have guns. Hello.
This one has a nothing, but he's cheering for you.
Here they are. There's that one and there's the other one. Hey.
Okay, so this is consistent with the guy we just talked to and was a boss.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not consistent with the guy who was in the cutscene. Who's like blood ministrating us.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a missed opportunity. Also, screw this guy. Get out of here. Oh, well, I guess he's not real.
We're in a dream.
But we were in a dream when we fought him too.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, fine.
But yeah, so yeah, if you are interested in the lore, which I am, Cabanal, we will be streaming this.
I only semi am.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's tough. I think it is a decently fun, like, run around, find shit, crush things with silly weapons.
Like the
I
flavor.
really love the silliness of the weapon.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, come on.
The flavor of the lore was enough to like let's keep going. Like the setting felt interesting. It was fun to explore. I didn't really fucking understand anything, but whatever. Oh yeah, the badge. She had a badge. Let's check out the story.
Oh right. Store is now a very happening place.
Yeah, holy shit.
Everybody's here.
I have a knife. Don't worry about it.
Just so happy.
Messengers are so good. Okay. Familiar. It's probably like weapon or clothes.
I hope so.
You can buy 2 mold 5? Fuck off.
And Ritual Blood 5? What? Like,
I don't know when that happened.
We did grinding for this.
Yeah.
Ugh. Awful.
Beast Hunter's Scythe?
That's one of the... That's a DLC thing.
Ooh, Burial Blade.
So is Beast Cutter. I don't think Burial Blade was.
Huh.
Wielded by German. Okay. That's gotta be it.
You can buy it.
Ooh, Forge with Ciderite. Just like Blade of Mercy. DLC. That one was from Canehurst. I forget where Chicago came from. Rifle Spear is an imitation of Reitrus Spellach, which I'm pretty sure is just German for Rifle Spear.
Maybe the 2 mold and Ritual Blood were unlocked by the thing.
That's DLC. That was a Chalice dungeon. That's DLC. Evelyn here was a Canehurst weapon. Block Shield was DLC. It apparently like blocks Arcane ? But I've never really understood what like Arcane did. Oh, German's Hunter Cap. Okay, well we can buy his stuff. Sure.
For like spare change, why not?
Let's get his weapon.
No, Ligarius's shield is a weapon.
Yeah. Yeah. That's... Oh, man. Where was this thing, though? Burial Blade. Yeah.
But yeah. I liked the setting. Just exploring everywhere felt cool. Like, especially, Canehurst felt really cool. Yarnum was cool. Like, sending people to hang out with Floor Parade was good.
Pretty good. Just sort of swordy and meaty. Big meaty hits. Yeah, good. Fine.
Yeah!
The two-hand thing. Light attack.
That's quite good.
Strong attacks. What the heck? I'll slide it behind my back. Where's it coming from? Whoop!
I was in kindergarten in high school.
Right? Oh, I see. You can like... You have a like this way, that way. So if you charge it up, let it go before, it's behind the back. And then move the back. if you do the full charge. That's kind of neat. What's L2? This is a big hack.
We can't do the yank.
Yeah.
Did we hang out with Eleanor this time? The fuck is that?
I don't remember anyone named Eleanor.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun.
Oh, the crow? His name is definitely not Eleanor.
Oh, well, we can look up her name easily enough, because Beakmass should say it.
Eileen.
Eileen.
Eileen the crow.
Eileen.
No, we did not hang out with her.
I killed her, if that's what you mean.
At the very end, like, she was aggressive.
Yeah.
But we saw her at the very beginning of the game, and then never again, and then at the very end of the game, she was like, you fucking suck.
Yeah.
Die.
Like, okay, this was actually kind of cool. Like,
I'd rather not, actually.
Oh, I can't. But there was... Okay, so you know how there's a lantern for Vicar Amelia's boss room? I tried teleporting back there because it was the most convenient place to get back to where I wanted to go. And then it said, not available. And I'm like,
yeah.
Wait, what?
Why?
And so I went there, and Eileen was there, and she attacked me. And I'm like, oh, there's a boss there now. And, I mean, she wasn't a boss. She was just a hunter. But she may as well have been a boss.
We definitely entered the ship from the back. That's how you get the Canehurst summons. Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, that's L2 well tricked.
See, I think is the embargo over? It feels like it should be over. Okay.
Yeah, just let it all out.
Feel free.
I think we've done everything.
Oh, I think, are your Chalice dungeons still active? They look lit up.
I think so. Like, those are supposed to be separate from, yeah.
Yeah, huh.
Those are separate from, separate scaling from the new
ship.
game or whatever that you're in.
I don't know. I don't know. Just say it. Did you learn any secrets about Gatling Gun Man? I mean,
Secrets?
we went to,
I killed
like,
him.
the hunters...
Oh, that Gatling Gun Man. The one who's in,
Oh, yeah!
Old
Old
Yarnum.
Yarnum.
Secrets
No
about
idea.
him?
Nope.
Like, no. What possibly could have compelled me to think about secrets about that guy? Like, I killed him, I got his badge. Okay, we're done. You know,
Is it
like
possible to be his friend?
Okay, how?
Okay. Well,
How would I do that?
let's think about this. Does Old Yarnum lead into anything?
No. Like, I postulated that defeating the blood-starved beast opened that little side area in the church that allows you to go, like, to drop down and then go to the, whatever the downs go to, which is kind of a progress.
Right, but that's...
So...
I'm
sorry.
physically.
The downs eventually lead back to other parts of Cathedral Ward that you can unlock. The alternative to that is spending 10,000 on the item that unlocks it.
I mean, can you get into Old Yarnum from, like, does Old Yarnum physically lead somewhere? No, it just dead ends at Bloodstar Beast.
It does not physically lead.
You can enter Old Yarnum from the back through Parl's room. Shit.
Parl?
Dark Beast Parl, the beast that you fucking grumped on last night.
That's not... That leads to Yahargal Unseen Village.
Are you sure?
Oh, I'm sorry. You kill Parl,
Yes,
and then it leads...
he opens up a shortcut to, like, fucking nowhere, and you're like, why did this shortcut open?
Right. So wait, he likes you if you do that?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
That, again, like, oh... I guess you've killed a boss, though. That's cool. Like, what?
Oh, people kept making mentions of a secret with Gascoigne. We did figure that out.
Oh, yeah. Do I still
I
have the thing?
Can I actually take credit for this? I figured this one out, I think. Because I was attacking... I decided I wanted to kill Gascoigne 1,700 times. So I did.
But I'm sure I had the music box.
Is it a key item? No, it has to be usable.
It's a usable item. Maybe it went away.
Maybe the music box goes away in New Game Plus. But yeah, so what happens is, I noticed that when I was fighting the guy, sometimes, like, people would use an item and he would like crouch and grab his head and be like, no. So yeah, what we went and did, and then, yeah, later Kaz and I went in and we found, an NPC that, was like, hey, can you find my mom? My mom and dad, like, have this music box plays their song. Like, I really want you to find my mom. And it says, like, Viola and Gascoigne. Oh, and she even says, like, she has this red jeweled brooch on. And that's what the red jeweled brooch was about. But, yeah. And, if you use the music box in the fight, he will, like, grab his head and
yeah, he cringes for a couple seconds. I think it also induces his third form faster.
He transforms faster if you do it.
So be wary of that, I guess.
Oh yeah, can you use Tiny to Nitrous yet?
Oh yeah, no, totally.
It was 30, right? Which you're totally at.
Let's use Tiny to Nitrous. I forget where I found that.
This is fun.
Yeah. Oh, it's straightforward. I appreciate that.
Alright. So yeah, it'd be cool to befriend old Yarnum guy, I guess.
So really, you beat up that other thing and then he likes you? That's kind of bobo. That doesn't make any sense. I guess sure, you technically don't see the message on the wall that says stay out.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that.
I wonder if I could do that. I think I might have...
Yeah, I think you already opened the door, though.
I think I opened it, but then he was like, leave, and I'm like, alright, and then I left.
Right? That would be cute.
Mm-hmm.
I think we'll save that for later, though.
Wait, Snatchers... Befriending Yarnum guy means a few things. Snatchers never spawn, so you can't get to jail early, but you have to get to jail to face Dark Beast Paul, though.
What?
Like...
How do you get to Dark Beast Paul without being kidnapped?
Yeah.
You would have to go through Yargle Unseen Village, which is like...
At which point it ceases to be early.
Whatever.
I don't think I've attacked any monsters in Upper Old Yarnum. I don't know. Then how do you get to Dark Beast? Whatever, I don't care.
And I will
am a
gently
doll.
walk to
She will give you that speech if you
Farewell,
kill her
may
and
you-
then come back.
Yeah, she has the little joint fingers.
Yeah. Maybe she is a skeleton. I think we learned about beast blood pellets.
You're back again. Get out of here.
Like they as the meter increases, you do more damage and also take more damage. Is the deal? Like you don't ever transform into anything, which is some bullshit.
Yeah, that was especially after like early on you meet Gascoigne and he transforms and calls you a beast and all that. And it's like, oh
Like-
man, maybe I'll transform. But then no.
Wait, slash foes to what? What was that? Shaman Bone Blade?
Oh yeah, no, that's a thing that you can get in Mensis's a nightmare or whatever, Nightmare of Mensis.
The finger of the doll in the abandoned workshop moves. That's very spooky.
I guess I can get all of these ritual items for insight, and also blood rock.
Blood rock.
What? That's actually worth it.
Yeah.
That is worth 60 insight. Holy shit, that's crazy. Imperial fashion. Yeah, Maria's. I got all Marian stuff. Got Gascoigne stuff. Got Bone Ash stuff. Okay.
Blood rock. I liked it. I thought that there was some cool design.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is cool, and I enjoy it.
Everything that I like about it is a part of the whole game. Like, sticks with you forever. The things I don't like about it are really, like, thin slices of the game. Like, specific enemies and bosses and areas. Maybe
Yeah.
not even areas. I can't think of a... Okay, Yahar'gul's
Yahar'gul,
village.
yeah.
That place is fucking awful.
Right, yeah. Insight decreases your beasthood and your frenzy resistance.
Yeah.
Which is messed up.
Honestly, I think that... So they have this theme throughout the game of people turning into things. And even though we see this take many different directions, there's two main ones that even have stats on your bar here, right? Frenzy is supposed to be a kind of like, I know too much and I've gone insane kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know too much. And that's like the kin, the cosmos, the great ones, that kind of angle of things. Beasthood is, I know too little and I have become wild and mad as a kind of defense mechanism against knowing too much. So insight in that sense, like, leads into both of those things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it like, very little insight, you risk becoming a beast. Too much insight, you know too much. You realize these things about the universe and you go...
Except that, like, being a beast can be good, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing that... I think it's a big win from, like, a flavor perspective, but I think that the mechanics of it were never fully realized. And so they're just sort of left over on your character sheet here and seemingly mysterious and sometimes murder you arbitrarily, especially the eyeball monsters that have an aura that just super raises your frenzy, and it's like, oh, okay, great. That's not fair at all. Like, it's... Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Where, like, again, compared to... I think this is a fair comparison, which is why I don't think I have to put any money in the jar this time. Comparison to Dark Souls, where the humanity number is a full part of your experience of the game.
And, like...
Your humanity goes in your stain,
Yeah.
You spend it to...
Hold on, you can try to get married in the game? What?
Hey,
What?
that might be worthwhile.
I want to get married.
Okay. There are a lot of NPCs. Who can we marry?
I liked Ariana.
Well, we got her blood.
We did. We didn't use it before she died, though.
Yeah.
I say she died like we had nothing to do with it. Ugh.
I was trying to attack the baby monster that she had just given birth to, and I hit her by mistake.
I don't think you did.
You think their fates are tied?
Yes, I do.
Oh.
I do not think you hit her. What possible spoilers could there be for Chalice Dungeons? I am so sick of everyone talking about it.
I think it's just unique boss fights. That's the only thing it could possibly fucking be.
Right.
It's like a boss that appears nowhere in the game, which I have already fought 2 of. I've fought Fire Dog, and I think Lady Perth is telling a Zulai to try and compel me to do the deepest of Chalice Dungeons.
Maybe that's fine. I love it. Thank you.
God damn it. Well, now that you've gotten Rosella on board, now we have to do it.
Thank you, Lady Perth.
Oh my god, marriage to Florcrade?
I want to marry Florcrade.
We could marry Florcrade!
Floor Crade. That's what we have. The next playthrough of this game, we have to make Floor Crade happy. Just invite everyone that we can.
Everyone that we can.
And not the murderer.
Not the murderer. We'll send the murderer to Yosefka.
Send the murderer to Yosefka.
See how that... Like... see how that shakes out.
Oh yeah, spoilers. Yosefka is definitely bad.
Oh yeah. Unambiguously crazy and evil. In the frenzy direction, not the beast direction. Huh? Huh? Like with the tie-in to the...
You got it. If I could marry any one NPC in any one video game, who would I marry? Balthier.
Final Fantasy 12, Balthier.
What? Not even a question. Hi, Kaz.
Hi. Hi.
You're not a non-player character.
Smooches.
You are a player character in my heart.
I've got a controller right now.
I am pretty sure that's the real Yosefka, because she sounds ambiguously evil when you talk to her on the one side of the gate. And she's like, yeah, send people my way, I can help them. And then you send people, and then she's like, thank you for sending people. I will take care of them. Here is an item for your trouble.
Like, basically,
don't worry about
no,
it.
Yeah,
it's fine. Thank you. Don't worry about it.
Anytime a person disappears and someone else gives you an item...
Something has gone wrong.
You know that they did something bad.
I actually have to admit that I thought of Fenris first before I thought of Balthier, but that's probably just because Fenris you can actually romance in that game. I don't think I actually want to marry the, like, extremely damaged super racist. I just can't help myself from romancing every time I get the chance. It would be voiced by Gideon Emery. Just let me make that really clear. Were there any more, like, things we could have given to the messengers?
Yeah, there are apparently we've seen on the loading screens like a white ribbon.
Oh yeah, the white messenger ribbon that is more suited to young girls than messengers, but they seem to like it anyway.
Hey guys.
We did find more covenants. A covenant essentially is really just like put on the rune. Cause yeah, we got the Vile Blood Covenant, and then when Alfred killed the Vile Blood Queen and we found his corpse, he had a covenant on him.
Yeah, he had radiance
that we actually used from
like.
Yeah, these are all
Vile recovery is like cool. Whereas the corruption one, this is the Vile Blood Covenant one.
Is shit.
You get gradual HP restoration +1 when you are below, I think, 20%. It's a nothing. It barely affects it.
So
very bad.
We assume that there is a rune for the police. That Eileen the Crow is the leader of the police
that
who hunts Vilebloods, and
now part of the reason that I believe this is so I was standing in front of bosses, ringing the small resonant bell and getting summoned into worlds. Occasionally it would say, discover the chime of a resonant bell. Great. But occasionally it would also say a second message that said, but the summoner is this other category of person, so they are an adversary.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh shit! I've been summoned by the police! And then I would have to kill them.
Yeah. Which Kaz, I don't think you never did.
No.
You were like, that's awful, and then you just stood there and allowed yourself to be killed.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, they were just trying to summon help.
Oh.
And it said they're the adversary.
So yeah, then from as soon as we got it, we basically had the Alfred rune on because it was better.
Yeah.
But yeah, the police, we assume the police are real. We have some very strong evidence, but we don't know how to do it.
I guess in my worst vampire playthrough, I never actually talked to the Vermin Crusher man.
That's true. Yeah, fuck him. Do I want to know a secret about Eileen?
Sure. Lay it on us. I'll dress up like Eileen.
Okay.
There we go. So, Heat Mask, Crow Feather Guard, other Crow Feather thing. Yeah.
Manchettes. Nice.
There.
Okay.
Oh, and the cider
Oh yeah.
fingers here. Wait, yeah. Yeah. This is Eileen.
Don't ever go into the Forbidden Woods until you help Eileen with a quest.
Help Eileen. Okay. Like, when we met her, she didn't ask us to do anything, really.
Yeah, I mean, maybe she shows up somewhere, like she shows up in Cathedral Ward.
Yeah.
And she just needs help. Oh man, I am so ready for your lore streams, Kavanaugh. I know too much. I cannot be a part of it, but I will watch enthusiastically. I mean, I don't actually know, like, jack shit about the lore. I just care a lot.
I think you know more than you give yourself credit for. Ooh, spooky.
I just keep hitting my knee on the thing where it's the reflex that makes your knee kick. I cannot recommend this.
Alright, it's time to pack it in. We had a good time. We fought some bosses.
Only microphone audio is being broadcast.
It's good.
She'll show up near Odon Chapel. Oh, like, we never went back there, basically. Alright.
Odin Chapel.
That's,
What the hell is that?
Odon Tomb is where Gascoigne is.
Yeah. So, okay, is Odin Chapel where, Floor Crate is? Then?
I thought that's just Cathedral Ward.
I know, the lamp is called Cathedral Ward, but yeah, okay. It's an entire ward made of cathedrals. Like, you can't just say go to the church or go to the chapel or whatever. Like, is this cathedral great or grand? There's a great cathedral and grand cathedral. A great bridge, grand bridge. Grorn Bridge. Good bridge. This game has some problems with naming conventions. Like, that's okay. Some of the things I didn't like. Yahargal Unseen Village as a whole. The combination of certain weapons on certain enemies, I can't really explicitly state all of them, but sometimes it felt like I had said before, the game just slaps the controller out of your hands and says, no, don't use this weapon, even though you've spent all your upgrade materials on it, and that feels awful. There were some, like, little lore spots left around the world, and I thought that was kind of tacked on. I didn't think that was bad, I just thought it was weak. What else? Okay, specific monsters. The worst monster in the game, which is the eyeball thing that frenzies you in an aura.
Oh man.
The thing is horrible.
The bag monsters show up in the Chalice dungeons and they're a joke. Like, they hit pretty hard.
They do.
But they also have almost no health. And so, like, you hit them, like, you avoid an attack, you hit them, then they're like, I should explode into blood and transform into being more powerful, and while they're doing that, you just hit them and they die.
Yeah, you just hit them a couple times, they're gone. They were a breeze.
The NPC dialogue with the dialogue tree was Alfred.
That's Alfred. He's fine.
He explained some things. Mostly he just hates Vile Bloods.
I'm trying to think of other horrible things. I guess I already called out the weakness and seemingly, like, left behind nature of, like, Beasthood Frenzy thing as a stat on your character sheet. I think it's fine as a lore concept in the game, but if you're gonna have this whole thing on your character sheet also and stats on armor, then you need more than that. I mean, I wasn't happy with Orphan of Kos as a boss.
Mm-hmm.
He had some Geese Howard-like bullshit tricks. I really don't think that your attacks... Okay, so it's kind of a standard thing that, if you attack a monster enough, they stagger. For some monsters, it's a couple hits. For some, it's any hit. Even for bosses. like, you saw the difference of that in the Gurman fight, where he's like attacking, but if I attack him, he's like, and you fine. And then in his like third form, he's doing the exact same motions that he did in the first form, but he doesn't stagger anymore, so it's a completely different thing. And it's like,
Orphan of Kos. I love how we eventually beat him.
I was really, really
Like,
satisfied with the successful run.
It is hard for me to hold in my heart like how bullshit he was, because we just owned him.
I gave him the Kansas City Shuffle, and he just sort of stood up and was like, "Oh, okay,
You win.
I'm done. Bye."
Uncle, it's fine. Call it.
I kind of defrauded him.
So I like him for that. I'm sorry.
Okay, no,
that goodwill
there is,
erases everything.
there is one kind of like big overarching thing about the game. One other little problem that does kind of permeate throughout the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
Also, my lamp has kind of a wacky jerking thing.
Oh yeah, they can't see it.
Up. Yeah, I'm not broadcasting gameplay footage anymore.
You could hit circle and then they would.
Nah.
Okay.
I think this is better. How everything is named Blood.
Yeah.
I don't like that. It's hard to keep track of what all of the different things do. They're all categorically different from one another, but they're all called Blood, and you have to keep track of all of them in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Also, when you're picking up an item in the middle of a battle, which, okay, yes, maybe you shouldn't do, but sometimes you might do it by mistake because you just hit the button, whatever. It'll happen from time to time, and you have to rapidly dismiss it to get the message out of the way so you can pay attention to what you're doing. And so you only see the words of what you picked up for a split second, and it just says Blood, and you're like, oh, great. Well, was that an upgrade material, a ritual material for a chalice, a material that you crunch to gain a different thing that is also called Blood? Like, that's too much, okay? Like, I get it. I get that they wanted their game to be full of blood and all that, but don't name literally every item some kind of fucking blood. That is taking a theme too far. That is being a slave to your theme and losing the optics of your, like, sacrificing the like something that would be automatic in another game. You know, of course I wouldn't name all this stuff the same thing, so players can keep track of it. There's no reason to call them the same thing. No one would ever make this mistake, except they're a slave to the theme, so everything has to be Blood. Yeah, I don't know what Blood Echoes. I don't know what souls are either, so I'm not willing to like say that's bad. It's just the number, whatever. That's not that bad. But combined, like Blood Echoes combined with blood shards, bloodstones, cold blood flowers,
Blood echoes, blood vials,
blood gems,
ritual blood.
It's too much. It's too much.
Yeah, I am curious. One soul is a lizard.
Yep.
What is the unit of a blood echo?
I don't think we have a unit Blood Echo in this.
It's garbage. The unit soul is
Right.
really important.
Vile blood, pale blood, good blood, bad blood, old blood. It's too much goddamn blood.
Blood ministration.
Blood-starved beast. The blood-starved beast was also a kind of an aberrant beast. Represented another problem that I had as a small thing that happened a couple of times in the game, where if the graphics were greatly reduced, I would be able to perform far better at the fight. Like, if I could just find the setting to turn, like, graphics way down, it would not be a problem. And I feel like anytime that the game comes down to that, I feel cheated. I feel like that's That's a misrepresentation of the experience that I should have. Take Final Fantasy XIV is like the worst offender in this regard.
Oh my god.
And they actually do let you turn that off, which I did, and then I enjoyed the game a lot more.
You did.
Because, like, ordinarily, like, any given combat is this complete haze of various explosions and effects that everyone is throwing on. And it's like, I can't see what the hell is happening. And then my party would be mad at me when I missed the tells that the boss was doing. And I'm like, I can't see jack shit. How am I supposed to see a tell? Orphan of Kos also did this, where, like, one of his, of his attacks would make this, like, puff of smoke appear from where he hit, which would obscure his next attack if he did a follow-up. So you would sometimes not have the capability to read what your opponent was doing. I think one of my notes was rated fine. That's the only reason that would come up. Huh.
Okay.
That's cute. Yeah. So that was bad. Orphan of Kos was kind of bad. Graphics obscuring gameplay relevant information is a sin unless that's the point. Like, you can design your monsters, levels, encounters, whatever, such that the very idea of the challenge has to do with how much information you can perceive about what's going on. This is done well in a Super Metroid ROM hack called Z-Factor. I think it was Z-Factor that did this, where the Turian of Z-Factor, halfway through it, greatly limited your visual radius. And this did change how much you could see about where you were going and what was there, but to a very good effect.
Like, on purpose.
Yeah, like, that was the idea. So that is not only forgivable, but also, like, positively really good. You can do this well. Having enemies have puffs of smoke or too much wiggly shit on them so that I can't tell what they're doing, that's no good. Vicar Amelia was the first offender in this regard, I feel.
I mean, Bloodstarved Beast was very floppy.
Vicar Amelia and Bloodstarved Beast, I guess depending on, like, which order you tackle them in, they had just a bunch of floppy stuff going on, so it's like, oh, yeah, when he pulls up his arm like this, well, I can't tell if it's his arm or, like, a floppy, or if he just, like, wheels all around.
Wiggle.
Oh, there was some DLC, I think, no, there was a third unique DLC boss, because you remember the guy who had the big stick and, like, swung around, he had the chains on his back, and the chains would just sort of jerk arbitrarily?
Yes.
Remember that? He's unique. He was only in Chalice Dungeons.
Wasn't that the Abhorrent Beast?
No.
Okay.
Abhorrent Beast did not have chains in him. The tall guy. He was like a Cyclops giant or something.
Okay.
Yeah. He was more lumbering.
I think you fought him in the same arena that you fought the Abhorrent Beast in, so I get confused.
Yeah. Undead giant. Ooh.
But he was tall and he had chains. It was very funny because he would attack you and then the chains would just freak out. Like they'd react normally and then they would, like, shoot up and be like,
just like whoop. As if, like, in the first part they were part of a continuous animation, but in the second part they were suddenly, like, snapped back into their inverse kinematics physics or whatever. And it's like, oh shit, we have to figure this out. How does the chain get from here to here? And it just makes crazy decisions.
It was fun. I liked those.
What else was bad?
I think I feel like better than Dark Souls 2, worse than Dark Souls 1 is accurate and also like true of most games.
Yeah, not difficult. That's kind of a wide ballpark.
Like, I'm willing to answer that one for Kaz.
Yeah.
It's like, yes.
So it discarded the sins of Dark Souls 2 of having too much goddamn shit, even though it still kind of had too much goddamn shit. It wasn't as much as Dark Souls 2, so I kind of, like, forgave it for that. It had so many different items that I didn't realize when I had picked up a crucial one, and I feel like that's unforgivable. I don't think that regular monsters should ever drop important things. Like that crow did. What the heck?
I mean, that wasn't important.
Well, still, it was unique.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get multiples of those. What the hell is a regular-ass enemy doing with that? He should drop a pebble. You know? Like, that should be his thing. Ooh, overall the game was kind of small actually. Like the world map of the world.
Crow Dog was excellent.
Oh yeah.
Dog birds and bird dogs.
Dog birds and bird dogs were great. That was. I only wish there had been like more just sort of unseemly stuff like that, where all too often they went for the like gory, just, you know, take a regular thing but put a bunch of eyes on it, or it's a rat but now it has bubbles coming out of its back, or you know, what if it was a big, huge pulsing fleshy thing, you know, it's some kind of like gross thing like that. But just like the simple craziness of having a dog with a bird's head and just sort of like hanging out with birds with dogs' heads. That was pretty good. It did have some problems with birth imagery.
Yeah, it definitely is like
that is I think literally the only capital P problem with this game.
Yeah, I think
all
so.
the other nits that I am picking are things that could be very easily balance adjusted with like numbers changes for the most part, or just like enemy placement, little bits of level design, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You can't just make a simple numbers change and fix the problems with birth imagery that are cooked into the cutscenes and so on in the game. That shit is weird. And I don't mean weird in the, ooh, you know, like kin of the cosmos, open your mind kind of stuff. I mean weird in the, whoever wrote this probably hates women, like, deep-seatedly, and not in the common...
I don't know. I am willing to put that in the common, just background misogyny of just like...
I don't know, man. I think this crosses over into full-on, like, not only hatred, but fear of, like, women and birth, and... I really do. I think it was presented the same way that all of the other, like, horror tropes, of which I've said multiple times that they tried to touch on literally all of.
I mean, I think they do that, like... I think birth is a common horror trope, so they're building on that. Like, this is, like, body horror. It just happens to be gendered and uncomfortable. So, like, I don't know. It feels just like the normal kind of problematic.
Okay.
I don't get anything, like, super, like, hatred or fetishized or anything out of it. I just roll my eyes. I'm like, okay, cool, we're doing that thing where birth is like the most horrifying thing in the entire world, and like the spawn of Satan.
Here's my thought though on that, and why I come to this conclusion.
Okay.
I try to imagine myself as the writer,
Mm-hmm.
and like how I could have written such a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And moreover, not only like written it for me, posted on the internet, whoever reads it, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
But as someone who has to collaborate creatively with other writers and graphics people and scenario designers and producers and everybody, and has to like pitch their idea at the meeting and go to the stand-up and week after week fight for their idea and say, no, we need to do this. It needs to be birth and it needs to be horrifying. Like, that's a level of commitment to an idea that goes beyond the simple...
I'm not sure it was ever questioned that hard. I don't know. Our game doesn't have writing in it.
What?
What?
Yeah, you get... Your guys' writing is just crack open a history book and copy paste.
No. Do you want to know? I'm gonna disclose some things.
Oh.
Do you want to know what our internal tickets say for like all this writing stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Is like write the Night Witch nerd text, and then you go in and you write this like paragraph of what like the Night Witch was. That's a thing that's out. I think that was an event. You could buy that. I'm not spoiling anything.
The Night Witch nerd.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound...
Night Witch is a like plane or something. Is in like some world war. It's cool. There is flavor text on the bunny description. But yeah, no, like that's like we just like tell the designers to write something down.
Right,
Like
well, okay.
I don't think it's reviewed. I don't think anyone does. I should probably
I get
ask
that,
the
but
designers.
there's a difference between like, you know, having your intern write some throwaway flavor text on a little piece of fluff that no one is ever going to look at in your game that is not story driven.
Right, that's...
And having an entire plot event based around this thing that is the centerpiece of the story, the like turning point.
Right, that's...
Such as it is.
That's what I'm saying. Our game doesn't have writing in it, so
Okay.
I don't know. But I'm not sure that would have been examined all that much.
Are there no bunnies in your...
There's a bunny. Bunny pelts can be sold for gold, or you could let the nice bunny hop around.
And that's all it takes. That's flavor text. Okay, so that's my problems with Bloodborne. Maybe that's kind of a lot, come to think. Well, a lot of them are little nits.
Yeah.
A lot of them are little nits. One big one, lots of little ones, and then the rest is pretty good. Just sort of like fun to interact with in a basic sense for most of the game.
It felt fun
Mm-hmm.
to play. I enjoyed playing the game of Bloodborne, which I did, just to be clear.
Yeah. There are a lot of different approaches to most situations that are like totally good and valid. It's like sometimes you think, okay, I need more reach, or I need more damage, or I need more speed, or I want to draw someone out, or I want to group them together.
Oh, I wholeheartedly thumbs up this game.
Oh no, all up. Even with all of my reservations, I still like wholeheartedly recommend the game to. I recommend the game to anyone who likes the Souls series.
Mm-hmm.
If you like those games, you'll like this. I think this is even like a gateway to the Souls series. It seemed a little more accessible than some of the other games.
I like this game, and I have no desire to play any of the other Soulsborne games.
More accessible in terms of like movement, attacking, dodging, interaction, that kind of stuff.
Like you don't have to hide behind a shield the entire time.
Right.
And I feel like that I felt more engaged when playing it. Like it didn't feel like I was being punished for doing the wrong thing, because being really active and all that is like that's part of it. So I had a lot of fun, and like again, and I had a better weapon, but like I had a way easier time with Gascoigne than Kaz did.
Yep.
So I do kind of feel like maybe coming into it fresh without really playing a Dark Souls game, you might have a slightly better, or maybe it's just because I picked the axe and the axe is a good weapon. But Dark Souls for Kingdom Hearts players,
Yeah.
perhaps
Maybe.
that might be real.
So I would definitely recommend it to that crowd, or if you were always like kind of wondering why are these people going on about Dark Souls so much. For the most part, it's because they, played it once, decided, hey, this is hard but cool, watched a streamer for 800 hours, do some speed runs, and then they're like, yeah, now I know everything about Dark Souls. They don't like Dark Souls, really. I know what it takes. Who else would I recommend this to?
I mean, that's a pretty wide audience so far. It's like people who liked Dark Souls, people who didn't like Dark Souls.
People who didn't like Dark Souls, but like almost did, I guess.
Like can like action game, like precision action games.
And then really, if you had any love of 3D Castlevanias, or even 2D Castlevanias, there's a fair share of that. Like, over the past, Jesus, like half a year, I had this like long-running search for a Metroidvania.
Yes.
It led me to Salt and Sanctuary, which I liked. It led me to what the hell, Valdis Story, that nonsense, which was not very good and I did not like.
Mm-hmm.
And it, I guess, without me even realizing, it led me to this. I'm like, hey, cool. It has a lot of the qualities that I wanted out of a Metroidvania. Like a fixed map to explore and find the secrets of, different kinds of weapons that you can try out and figure out your favorite and upgrade, and cool clothes to put on while you're doing it. It has kind of within the weapons a kind of option for what your like build or so on is going to be. There are spells too. I don't know if I respect the spells.
Nah, you never really got into them.
It's just like you can.
I want to use the cannon. Just once, I want to use the cannon.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I like Curse of Darkness. I have a poster of Curse of Darkness. It's up on the wall over there.
Okay. I'm sleeping.
Okay. Well, we've talked a lot about the Bloodborne.
Essentially, I like it a lot. And it feels good. It's got a good setting. It's engaging to explore and hang out in. It's good. I liked it.
Fun steampunk Castlevania.
Victorian.
Steampunk.
I don't think there's much steam or punk.
The ludicrousness of the weapons leads me to say steampunk, rather than like there's a hammer with a furnace in the end. I have a buzzsaw on the end of a mace.